Hello everyone, welcome to ST Model Cars. In this video, I would like to show you this 1/18 scale Mercedes AMG GT43. And this is made by NZG. Price point on this, €120 shipped from Germany to the US. So as you can see, this is a full opening diecast. So I'm gonna close the car up just so you can get a better look of the how the car looks with everything buttoned up. Just a little bit of a background story. Last year I bought the GT63 version, also made by NZG, and it was the dark gray metallic. However, that car had an issue where the color of the door and the rest of the car are different. So like there's like the hue of the color is slightly different, but it's obvious enough when you hold the car, you can see that the door and the rest of the car are like slightly different color. So I end up returning that car to the seller, and I have not found the replacement, or haven't bought the replacement until I pulled the trigger on this car. So this is the non-metallic gray. This is a solid gray color, and this is, instead of the more famous GT63, this is the GT43. That means this car is actually a 4-cylinder. So we'll take a look at under the hood later. But in the US, this will be a 4-cylinder car that is sold for over $100,000 US, right? So whether this is going to be successful in the market or not, we shall see. But I bought this car again. I really like the second generation AMG GT Coupe, and I bought it to replace that metallic gray car with the mismatched color. And as it happened, I really like this color. So as the model car goes, I can live with this being a 4-cylinder. Looking closer at the car here, looking at the front, you have the three sections of the daytime running light, and behind the clear lens you see the LED projectors, for the headlight, right? And the grille in the center, as you can see, these are actually perforated. So you have the Mercedes logo in the middle, but again, the grill surrounding it on the top, these are perforated. The lower grill openings are also perforated here behind the license plate, and you have the side grill here, which is just an accent. They're not perforated, and honestly, I'm not sure how it is in the real car. But overall, I think NCG captures the look of the AMG GT, really well. So let's take a look at the hood. So there's a little button here on the bottom, right? If you press it, it will pop the hood up like so. So, and it's make it a little easier to open. So, excuse me. All right, there it is. Okay, so here it is, the 4-cylinder engine. This is a half-molded engine, right? So this is not a see-through engine. The details are quite okay actually, but unfortunately this is a bit too monochromatic. Other than the silver Mercedes star here on the valve cover, everything else is molded black. So I don't know, I have to look at the reference of the real car and see if there's more colors to be added, and maybe edit some details in the future. Under the hood, they have a section here painted flat black that simulates the sound deadening material, and unfortunately the they still use the dog-leg hinges for the hood, but at least they're not really oversized. So when you display the car with the hood open, they still look quite acceptable. Okay. One thing I want to comment too about this NCG car is the especially this color, at least the solid gray, is the quality of the paint job. Is quite amazing actually. There's very minimal, if any, orange spill. And this is one of the model car that I received that the paint is just perfect. There's no blemish, no nothing. Everything is done to such a high level. So such a high standard. So I really like it. Continuing here, looking at the windshield, you have the two windshield wiper. These are separate pieces, so they're not just molded into the windshield, right? And you have the glass roof on this car here. Okay. So looking at the side, here's the side view, the passenger side of the AMG GT. This car, I really like the way this car looks very monochromatic, right? There's no chrome or silver trim on the window. They're not bad. Like, I have nothing against the chrome on the silver trim, but with this color, they try to make everything black, also black and gray, right? So I really like that color combo. Looking closer here on the side, this is the wheel and tires. You got the AMG brake caliper there, and you have the cross-drill rotor that turns with the tire. And if you look here, this emblem here, it says turbo. See if I can focus. So it says turbo electrified. Okay, black rear view mirror, right? And this is the design of the rear wheel, similar with the one you see in the front. So, okay, so let's take a peek at underneath the car real quick. See if I can get the camera to focus. Sorry. Okay, pretty acceptable detail actually. Underneath, in the front, you have the skate plate, right? So everything's kind of hidden. But then, they give you the exposed exhaust here that goes all the way to the back, right? And there's a suspension here, very minimal, but again, it's a working suspension. Okay, so now let's take a look inside. So let me set the car down here. Let me open. Okay, let me get the camera out here. All right, so here's the interior of the AMG GT43. You see the infotainment screen there in the middle, AC vents, carpeted interior, right? And here's a closer look at the seats. So, has the two really nice bucket seats. And if you can see behind the front seats, actually, this car is a 2+2. So it's actually equipped with the back seat, although it's pretty small. But I guess Mercedes designer and engineers were able to pack this car a bit more efficiently versus the first generation, which is a purely two-seater. So, and with this one, at least they give you the option of having a back seat. So in case you need to take smaller children with you, you can. And here's the door panel. Okay. A lot of silver accents. You got the speaker grill here in the top. You have the seat adjustment, the door pull, and also the power window switch here, right? And then this is where you grab the door to close it, and this area is a silver accent. Overall, I think the interior is done quite nicely here by NZG. Okay. And of course, the headliner is also finished, and you can see the view from the bottom with the glass roof. Okay. So while I still have the car down here, let's take a look at the hatchback. So this is when you open the hatch, right? You have the two struts here supporting the lid, right? The trunk lid here, and you have the separator. Okay. And here's the trunk itself, and it's carpeted down here. And here's the view of the interior of the dashboard, at least from the back, from the cargo area. Okay, so let's take a look at the back of this car. I'm gonna mount the camera back here, the mount. So I'm gonna hold the car here. This is the one of the major song of this car is that the taillights. These are not lenses. These are just painted, sections. So you see the black, kind of like that black mask design, right? And then they just painted this three stripes of light, which really kind of distract the look of the car for me as far as the model car goes. Because in reality, I think the back end looks really well, but this looks like very toy-ish, right? Interestingly, for the reflectors down here, they chose to put a real lens, right? So I don't know why they don't do it for the main real taillight clusters. A bit disappointing. And you see the 4 exposed tailpipe here, right? And also the emblem. You have the Mercedes logo here in the middle. You have the AMG lettering here on the left, and then you have the GT43 on the right. And here's the driver side view, the side view of the AMG GT43. So let's again take a look at the interior from the driver's side. Okay, so here it is. You got the Mercedes multi-function steering wheel here with the Mercedes logo in the center. You have the pedal, as the perforated pedal, which is nice. And you have the instrument cluster, right? You can see that this is printed here. Okay, and then you see the infotainment screen in the middle. So, okay. Okay, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. And much appreciated if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I hope you enjoyed the review of this Mercedes AMG GT43. I will see you in my next video, and thanks for watching.